Rancor.
It's Moche.
It's Moche. It's Moche.
It's Moche. We have
Just
to
the
say
Omega on
Moche.
top. Oh my god. The amazing Transmute Pictures. So excited to have you guys on. Thank you for popping on at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And they were saying, they were like, is that Alex? There was someone on there that looked like me.
Was
One
it
of
the
the
Rebel
rebels?
Trooper?
It was one of the rebels. Yeah.
With,
and
with the mustache.
Fernando. It was Fernando.
Should we tell them? Should we tell them it was I was in
I mean,
it?
it was you. It was totally
Yeah,
you. What am I
it was me,
saying?
dude. We should let them know.
Anytime you go to the bar now or at the club or something, you've got to have that clip queued up to be like, "Look, I was in a big Star Wars."
It's like, you guys see this?
I've been wanting to tell you that you have like a great voice. Like your voice is so like crisp. I don't know how to
You know what's scary when a woman tells you that? That means she's saying you got a good voice, but you're very ugly. So maybe you should be on radio and not on
Stick to
TV.
radio,
Yeah, you got one thing going for you.
No.
Even try to converse with those types of people.
Whoa.
I've read some crazy crosshair theories. My favorite one is that, my favorite one is that he's Snoke, and like someone on Reddit did all this like hyper analysis with his face. And
That is wild.
You mean he's not Mike Pence?
I can't imagine that being his upbringing.
It's Yoda standing on a chair.
FaceTiming in from Dagobah.
It's Yoda and Salacious Crumb and like on top of each other in one of those like trench coats.
Yeah, go get set up, champ.
We'll hold down the fort.
All right, Zach. So this is what's gonna happen, man. So you know that cat girl that's on this chat? Yeah. So for next
her,
week, I don't think we're gonna have her on too. Don't tell her, but I don't think we're gonna have her on next week.
Okay, bro. Your secret's safe with me.
My lawyers will be hearing about this. You guys are so lucky you're not online as much. I mean, Alex, I know you're on Twitter, but have you seen the
Not really.
discourse about this? People are going insane because they think this droid is sexy.
I mean, I'm a stan.
It's pretty hot.
Like, how would they even cast like a live action like Wrecker? You know,
I don't know.
like you can't, right? I feel like
the Rock Johnson.
Oh, there's two fulcrums in here. You've learned from your mistakes, right, Wado?
They were not mistakes.
Queen, like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Greatest moments.
I'm just remembering when I played Arkham Knight. When I played Arkham Knight.
Oh man.
Our greatest hits. Welcome to another rendition of the Evil Ewok podcast, everybody. We are back on a pretty slow Star Wars week. There's not much out there, but we do have a few things to talk about. And then perhaps we will do some Alex versus Kat Star Wars trivia to see who's the truest Star Wars fan of them all.
That's actually a good matchup because I
is
feel like
Zach
we're pretty
exempt?
even.
Right,
Yeah,
I was
because
gonna say.
Zach already knows
Look,
everything.
I
Zach
love
already
you.
knows
I love you guys. I would effing destroy you. I would effing destroy you.
That would be
wanna
great.
bet-
It could be like Zach could be like the Alex Trebek, and then we can just be like the
Sean Connery.
contestants. Yeah, and then each time, or maybe it can be like, I don't know, it can be like a whole like tournament, right? And then it just keeps going, and then you add up the total at the end. Or it could be like each one is one, right? So you just add them up as we go. That could be fun. I can almost guarantee you that I think I'll win like 60% and Kat will win 40% because there's definitely a piece there that, I mean, Kat knows more Fallen Order and Survivor stuff than I do because I still haven't watched through Survivor. So
Well, I don't think that's gonna be in the trivia.
it could be one thing.
We'll see.
What happens in Survivor? I'm like, shit.
Who dies at the end?
Worth 1,000,000 points, double or nothing.
But let's see. We got the usuals in here. We got Andrew, Serena, Charlie, A21, Alice, our queen.
Yeah.
Captain Wrecked is here. We got Fulcrum in the building. The Fulcrum.
Speaking of fulcrums,
Yeah, I messaged him because I was going through his old Discord to get the clips that he made, And I was like, we miss you, man.
Yeah.
We miss you, man.
He's the meme lord. We got Mr.
Yeah.
Fett with a new profile pic.
Nice.
Very, very clean. We got the
Looking
Stanleys.
clean. Is that the novel cover? Is there a novel? with
I
Boba
don't.
Fett?
I don't. I mean, there's probably many, but I don't know. Andrew Hansen just watched Fast 10. I can't believe there's 10 of those.
Sweet Lord.
That doesn't say 10, it says X, Zach.
Okay, I can't believe there's X of those.
I mean, after like 3, you're just like, bro, stop. So it's not Star Wars, it's Fast and the Furious. What isn't there like a funny thing about Toretto having like the Force powers or something? Like some weird thing going on, like where he I heard he has like some funny power now. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I was seeing people memeing about it. I also saw, I don't know if it was real or not, but like Dominic Toretto reacting to like the Transformers coming up. And I was like, oh, are they crossing universes? And I was like, I think this is fake. But everyone, like the comments, everyone seemed like they were being serious. So I don't know if it was one of the greatest fakes of all time or what, but I don't know.
May the family be with you. But speaking of mindless entertainment, crisp little segue here. Our one of our big stories today is that Michael Shannon said that he refused the Star Wars role because he thought that it was mindless entertainment and he wasn't interested in that. So I don't know. Like personally, I kind of understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, I don't think all Star Wars is mindless entertainment. I think that's going a little far, but what do you guys think?
So he kind of goes in depth where I was reading a couple articles, and he talks about how Star Wars in general is just mindless and we need to be doing things that have meaning. And then he compares Man of Steel, like saying that it's a very relevant story because it's basically looking at a civilization that destroyed their own planet and they think of a solution of how to go off to destroy another. And then he says, when you hear it hypothetically, if we destroy Earth, we might go live on Mars. It's the same thing. I didn't look at Zod as a villain. I saw him as a guy whose job is to protect his people. And what the fuck is the point? Like Star Wars is all about family and tragedy, right? Only it's not Fast and the Furious. It's Star Wars. And like, I don't like, there's so much hidden meaning and deeper meaning than just lightsabers and destruction. I don't understand. Has he ever seen them? Like, that was one thing that this kind of strikes me as something that he saw the original 3 when he was a kid. Hasn't seen another one since, and then is judging every single product as like what he remembers as a kid is it not being interesting for him, but like not understanding the deep, truer meaning of Star Wars. And I don't know. It seems kind of what's the word? It seems like he doesn't quite understand the source material that he's referring to when he's talking about mindless entertainment, at least from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I admittedly was very gutted when I saw this because I actually love Michael Shannon.
I love him too.
So amazing. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw his picture next to a Star Wars headline, I was like, let's effing go. This is a match made in heaven. What is this for? I thought it was a sign he was going to be in it. And then it turned out to be the complete opposite. And maybe if any other actor, like there are a select few actors where they could say this and I would feel actually like, ooh, like really hurt. And he is one of them. So I wonder, you make good points, Alex. Is he like a diehard fan where he genuinely would be like, no, I want to see Star Wars in a different place if I were to ever do a job for them? Or is this kind of a cautionary like sign that people in the industry, is Star Wars becoming synonymous with, because I know this is a point of contention and discourse surrounding the Marvel universe because some very major players in the filmmaking sphere have made comments about that, and since then I feel like nobody can let that go, and I feel like we all kind of keep reverting back to that. It was bold stuff about how, and other actors who've been in Marvel as well. I think Brian Cox just came out with a statement about it's harder to act and it doesn't feel real. It's green screens. This is alleged. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. That's another prime example. Keep going though.
Right. So is it a sign, like, is Star Wars, because it has turned into, a big complaint of mine was that Marvel was just becoming a content machine versus, I don't mind releasing one project every few years if the quality is insane. Is it kind of a sign? Has the greater audience do they see Star Wars becoming like in the same boat as that?
I mean, I've always, it's weird because I feel like his comment isn't referring, like for me at least, it's in reference to Marvel for me, because I got like massive superhero fatigue. It feels like they're just throwing shit out to throw shit out. He makes a comment in here where he said something about it being like everything with the multiverse. Yeah, these multiverse movies are like somebody playing with action figures. It's like, here's this person, here's that person, and they're fighting. That's not quite the intent character study that I honestly felt Man of Steel was. And yes, like that was where I was like, okay, so he's drawing comparisons and he's making like good points, right? But then he goes back to saying Star Wars is like that. Now in reference to like the newer stuff, right? Like sure, some of it just feels like it's just a cash grab and they're just milking it and they're not giving it enough budget to have a truly fledged out story. But the premise and the main point of those TV shows have a pretty deep overall meaning, coming from an even deeper meaning of the source material that is the movies, right? So it's like I don't understand what he means, like he doesn't want to be in it because he feels like it's not going to have a deeper or truer meaning. And in a lot of ways people find solace and a home in a lot of the Star Wars movies because it's an escape and it's not mindless entertainment. It's not like reality TV, in my honest opinion, is mindless entertainment because you can shut your brain off and watch people argue about nothing, right?
Yeah.
I would say I had a few thoughts when I saw this. I actually want to go back up to this. Fulcrum makes a good point. The first thing I thought about when I read what he said is Andor. If you watch Andor, there's no way in hell you can tell me that Andor is mindless entertainment. No effing way. Like, it's probably the most complex character. It's exactly what he said he wants to work on. It's a character study that has like ties to reality. Like Andor is, it's in the Star Wars universe, but you could easily see that happening in real life. Hell, it has happened in real life with like Nazi Germany and all that. Like it's very similar to that. So my take on this is that he's not a big Star Wars fan and he's generalizing and he's making statements about something that he doesn't really understand. It would be like if someone who doesn't really watch anime, just say like, oh, I don't like anime because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, like I can say that, but I don't know what I'm talking about, admittedly. And I do say that, like, I don't like anime because I just don't like anime. And
it's just mindless entertainment.
It's just mindless entertainment. Right? There, I said it.
It's so like, yeah, you make a good point. You making that point is a good example of maybe he just isn't familiar with Star Wars as a lot of big fans are. Because I know in my right mind, there's a lot of really intense anime and a lot of deep anime with great stories and great character studies and development. Like The Last Airbender, for example, is a good one. I know that's not anime, it's American, but that's the only thing that I've seen because I don't watch anime. But I'm just making a comparison. It's like if you were to show someone The Last Airbender and they'd be like, oh, it's just a cartoon for kids, I don't want to see it. But then when you actually watch it, you go through it, you're like, holy shit, this is like deep. This is amazing. Uncle Iroh's speech is some of the best writing I've ever seen. This speaks to home. This is like my coming of age too. Like I struggle with this, even though I'm not, and it in a lot of ways, you just need to be respectful of a lot of franchises that maybe you're not familiar with because they're probably a lot more than you would expect. And that's all I have to say. I think he's just unfamiliar and he's just making generalizations over something that he thinks he knows what it's about, but it really isn't. I mean, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and I do want to say, no edit book reviews. I make a lot of shorts on this channel, so that's probably how you end up.
Yeah.
But we stream once a week and we have a good time, so like feel free to stop by and hang with us.
Mostly Star Wars related. So if you're looking for some juicy Marvel stuff, not here. It's all Star Wars. He's the voice behind all the well-made shorts. So if you've seen him on TikTok, seen him on here. Maybe the Squidward one is one that you're familiar with.
Oh yeah.
Because you got Handsome Squidward with the Grand Inquisitor, and that kind of went pretty viral. That went massive.
She's going viral.
But usually our live streams don't go out to that audience. So the shorts audience is generally pretty different. So if you come from there, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, or if you're stuck in the shorts content, keep watching that. We appreciate that too. It helps. But thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, but I think to kind of wrap this up with Michael Shannon, I think if you're not a fan of Star Wars and you just kind of glance over at it, sure, it might look like mindless entertainment. You see people swinging laser swords and there's a thing called the Death Star, and I mean the franchise is called Star Wars, for God's sake. It's not Love and Peace exactly in terms of like in terms of titling. It's not like some deep thing. I actually think about that a lot. Like, how ridiculous is Star Wars? Like, it's called Star Wars.
I swear, the title alone is the reason so many people, if they try to think of something nerdy or just describe someone like nerdy off the top of their head, they'll be like, "Oh, it's Star Wars," because it inherently is just like.
It's weird how science
sounding.
fiction dystopian war has a negative connotation to be associated with someone who doesn't go outside. In the past, right? Have you noticed that? It's like interesting how like lore where there's like Lord of the Rings, for example, too, is something where it's like you refer to those franchises as someone who like doesn't associate or is an incel or doesn't have a social life or doesn't know how to be a normal person, where it's like that's changing now. But like in the past, everyone associated these franchises with someone who doesn't know what it's like to be in the sun. And it's such a weird thing to me because it's like a visceral experience and it's so dark in some aspects and so deep and you learn a lot about yourself. And it's like the idea of thinking and learning about who you are coming of age, a nerdy concept. Like it's just the idea of going out there and throwing a football and being dumb and doing drugs and drinking, like the only aspect of growing up in high school and middle school, at least in America, to be considered cool or to be considered attractive. Because if someone knows who they are or someone knows how to cope with their surroundings or knows how to live in their life comfortably without lashing out and having to resort to other substances or whatever, because they watch Star Wars or because they watch Lord of the Rings or because they found solace in these franchises, that makes them weird. It's such a weird, like when you really go in depth about it, you really talk about it, it's such a weird concept to think about.
Why are we nerdy for the things that we like? Like, why are
why does that make
dragons and
us
fantasy
nerdy?
Yeah.
And like what is so cool about like being in the sports teams that and having no IQ and being dumb and failing your classes? Like why is that why is that associated with like being cool? It's such a weird thing. Like
Well,
not anymore, right? Things are different now. But back then it was such an interesting thing where it was like if you were a jock and you had someone do your homework for you, right? That was considered cool. And I was like such a weird trope to think about because like in any of those movies you would always see those geeks and those nerds were big Star Wars fans or Lord of the Rings fans, and they were doing like their physics homework and all that stuff. And it's like, why is that like the association? Is it because the people who were writing that stuff and generalizing it, assuming it just from the title that it was like it had no value, it was just for people who aren't cool or don't know how to go outside? It's I don't know. I think about that sometimes. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah. I guess we might never know. I think you're right though, and I would hope that things are getting better because everybody needs their form of escape in this day and age. Like people who watch reality TV, like we were saying, that is an escape for people who need to have some catharsis or just turn to anything that is not the stressor of their actual everyday life. So they watch other people's drama. Like it's the same. we all need something. So
yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that obviously we don't take showers or go outside, that's unrelated, right? That's unrelated. No, but good one, Fulcrum. I wanted to ask, I mean, since we're on this topic, for you two guys, like what does Star Wars mean for you and your lives, and how has it kind of shaped your decision making and or just life? I mean, if it didn't, that's fine. It can be like very broad in general, but is there something about it that you feel like it improved your life if you didn't have Star Wars in it?
Ooh.
Are you asking chat or us?
I'm asking, well, I guess I can ask chat too, but I'm asking you two.
I think for me, Star Wars was really the thing that got me super interested in storytelling because I love how everything builds upon itself. Like everything builds to the next thing and it's all connected. It surrounds us and penetrates us and binds us. It's just like that's a part of franchises that I do like, how there's always another story and things always keep coming and there's so many different stories to be told, and I think it's just fun. And I've always wanted to tell stories like that. Because I mean, I do love a good like novel where it's like, okay, it's just the novel, then it ends and it's over forever. Like I just read the book Cersei, fantastic book, but like there's no sequel. That's it. It's just that story's over. And I think there's definitely a place for those, but it's always just refreshing to know that like, okay, I finished this chapter, but there's another Star Wars thing coming out that we can look forward to and love. And it's also an escape from the harsh reality of life. You can allow yourself to dream. Like I've always said I thought I was born way too early because I've always dreamt of like being in space and like flying around in a ship and like visiting other planets. And you know, as we get older, I think it's pretty obvious that's not going to happen for us. You know, like we're never gonna be like Han Solo flying around in a ship, you know, jumping to light speed. It's not going to happen. And Star Wars is the closest thing to that. And I love it for that reason.
Well, F you, Zach. Why am I crying about right now?
I'm sorry, Kat.
That
Jesus.
actually brought like a tear to my eye. I'm like,
Cat's like, I like it because explosion.
Mindless entertainment.
I'd be like,
boom,
I'll be
boom.
honest, guys.
Whoa. Actually, wait, I have that here. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I would love if someone did an edit where like it shows like the cockpit and like as a jump to light speed is happening, Cat's just whoa.
Yeah, we just need to grab that VOD and take just her out and then Photoshop her onto like an X-Wing and just have it go like looping. Whoa! She's just exploring the world. Cat, like we can do like a simulation where we send Cat on an expedition throughout the solar system, and it's like today Cat just hit Mars, and today Cat just like zooming on it, and she's still just like whoa.
Do you remember those old videos? I think it would be like somebody flying around and like random things. Like it was synced up to the song like do 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 do.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, and so like it's just Cat just flying around.
Yeah, the Nyan Cat thing.
Yeah, the Nyan Cat. It's just, it's literally Cat.
Yeah.
Just
God dang it.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Why haven't I made this yet?
Okay, where's Fulcrum? For the love of God.
Fulcrum,
I will
raise your
pay you.
hand.
If you're here, Fulcrum, or someone who edits, I will pay you if you can make something exactly the way we described it. I will give you cash, Venmo or PayPal to whoever can make something like that. It will be hilarious.
We mean business. Yeah, I mean, I don't think my
it's perfect blending of sounds. I don't speak or pre-Disney though. Yeah. Well, I mean, and it really taps into real life. Like that was the whole purpose of George Lucas creating the stories, right? It's to have it be like in a galaxy far, far away, but still have it hit home. That was the importance.
God, Micah.
well, to be fair, it's easier to go into space than it is to go that deep underwater. It's proven. Going into the abyssal zone in the ocean is a lot harder than rocket science. It's actually really interesting.
We know more about outer space than we do about what's in our oceans, which is terrifying.
Yeah. I just learned that sperm whales, because of this whole submarine fiasco, which by the way, you guys see the news? Like,
I'm actually really like shaken up by it, I'll be honest. And if that makes me a bad person for having sympathy, oh my god, again, you guys aren't online. Oh my god, Twitter is eviscerating these people, like implying that they deserve it. Like people have had no sympathy. Yes, and I'm like, I don't like, you can,
no one deserves
believe that. Exactly, like there's no empathy or humanity
left.
Left.
Say shit like that on the internet though, and they'll never say it in person.
Right, but it's everyone. It is like the mob is on Twitter right now, like implying that it's been. Maybe that's why I'm so upset at the rate, the rapidity of which people have memed this obviously tragic situation. So I'm sad about it.
There are some memes that are like about like the wives and like the dancing of the who's the guy, you know, like he's like now the wives inherited whatever, and it's like, sure, like those are funny, but like too soon. And also it's dark humor, so it's like it just happened, and it imploded, and that sucks. I mean, hopefully it was like instant. I'm pretty sure it was pretty.
It
quick.
was, yeah.
Yeah, and
They probably didn't even know it happened. It was that quick.
Yeah, and apparently the stepson or the son or like the other son of because it was a dad and a son and another billionaire, right? But that son, I guess, was at a Blink-182 concert while they were missing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Like, is it like a Succession moment where they really don't care about each other because the dad was never there and they don't actually know each other? It's just all business.
I think the son's justification was, what am I going to actively be doing right now to help this search instead of watching the news?
Yes, stepson.
And being traumatized.
Sorry,
I'm going to go to the Blink-182 concert.
Amanda's been following it religiously. Have you seen that? There's so many funny TikTok memes about like all the there was a TikTok of a dude who was like replicating his girlfriend, and all the other women in the world just like relentlessly like, I've been on TikTok for 17 hours and I'm now a deep ocean expert. They got to do this and they got to do that. Like, holy shit. This just happened. It imploded. It's probably imploded. Everything's. They heard a sonar beam. It's like, it's like people going crazy over this for the past couple days. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it sucks, but it is true. We really don't know enough about deep ocean to justify that kind of the travel distance. I think James Cameron. I just watched a James Cameron interview. He said something about how it's like it's a mature art. And it's something that you need to be able to really understand before you do, because of imploding under pressure, right? And the fact that he did it so many times is like hilarious to me.
33. I just learned that today. He apparently went down to the wreckage 33 different occasions. Like that is bizarre. I had no idea. I'm actually so stupid historically. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I previously was under the impression that James Cameron located the Titanic because there's so much, because he's largely responsible for so much of this footage.
Yeah.
That whole contraption that he used to document, like all of it for the purpose of his film. I'm so stupid. I thought for the longest time that he like discovered it in the process of making the movie.
You're not that stupid, because there's a lot of people who think that the Titanic was just a movie, and they were shocked to learn that it was
wow,
real.
I'm a little bit smarter.
They're like, wow, that's the prop.
Oh my
They found the prop. They were going to visit the prop.
They're like, damn, so they actually built a whole ship and sunk it? Wow, dude. High production values. It's like, dude, are you a moron?
Oh my god. I have a little bit more going for me than those people. Okay. That is a low threshold.
What were we talking about before Deep Ocean?
Star Wars.
Space. We know more about space. But Zach, to your point, I mean, I maybe I got emotional because you're saying deep things about how it's never going to happen in our lifetime. But I just have to say, as someone who lives with someone like Tom, whose livelihood and passion is outer space and aerospace, he is increasingly positive that we will be able to do that, like within our lifetime, and constantly is motivating me and getting me hyped for when we will be going to the moon, which is going to be against my will, but he's very positive about it. Maybe I have a skewed opinion because
in what, like 30 years, 40 years? What's the time span?
I don't know.
Tell us now.
These are the questions. I'm gonna add that meme in, by the way. I add these questions to your list, and we should just Zach, we should just brainstorm and like make Kat ask questions that we want to hear, because Tom won't be there on Saturday, unfortunately.
Oh,
sad. Yeah, but
I don't want to meet Kat. I want to meet Tom.
You're like, oh, it's you.
I see you every Thursday.
I signed up to meet Tom. Could y'all imagine if I held like a meet and greet one day and like Tom wasn't there and everyone just like
everyone's like, oh, where's Grandma Pumpkin? and they're just like, oh, well, I mean, it's my channel and I'm the creator, and they're like, yeah, enough of that. Where's Tom at?
I guess on the bright side, I won't be like a total third wheel on Saturday then, because
that's what I was gonna say. The ratio is gonna be even now.
The odds are in your favor.
Kat and I will bro it out.
Yeah, I was talking to Kat about surfing and boogie boarding at the beach,
right.
and I asked her, I was like, does she have a surfboard? And she's like, no, but that sounds like a good idea. And I'm like, how long have you been in LA now?
Okay, listen, I have the balance of like an infant child. Like I can't balance for shiz. And I'm also genuinely actually like afraid of sharks.
I don't want to go in the ocean. I'm right there. I don't want to do it. It's all this like Titanic stuff. Like I've been learning about the ocean. It's like, man, the ocean's freaking scary, man.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So in the abyssal zone, the sperm whales go all the way fucking down there. I didn't know that. I mean, Amanda already knew that, and I was telling her, and she's like, "Yeah, fucking, I already know that shit." But they go all the way down there, and you know why they have all those markings on their flubber and stuff? It's because they fight with giant squid all the time when they go down there. And I'm just like, what? Dude, sperm whales are sick.
Sharknado.
There was one time when I was in Malibu and Brody was wasted, and he was like trying to like walk over reefs when there was high tide. I'm like, bro, you're gonna die, and he just does it anyway. I lose him for like an hour, and he comes back. But I remember looking out in the distance, and I'm like, holy shit! The sperm whale was just like really close to shore, like super close. Like we could swim out to see a sperm whale, and he was just like floating above the water. And I was like, that's cool. But then I remember from that moment, I was like, little did I know he probably just fought a giant squid.
That one was for you, dude. He fought that squid for you.
Just so I could see him that day.
Yeah. Well,
should we talk about
Star Wars?
Live from the submarine in the Titanic.
Can you tell it's a slow Star Wars week? We've descended into sperm whale discourse. Learning something new.
Into the deep ocean is an activity some consider to be unnatural. Is it possible to travel into the deep ocean? Not if you're not James Cameron.
Oh my god.
James Cameron is unstoppable.
Not from a billionaire. Sorry, too soon. Okay. What's the next thing? Cat's like,
please.
Cat's like, I have a migraine setting up.
Please, what is the next
Too much embarrassment. Did Anakin lose his meat on Mustafar?
What is happening? What is happening today?
Oh my god. Look who it is.
Oh, you fucking rock stacker. You son of a bitch. What are you doing back?
Well,
I mean, he lost
better to do.
He lost his job at the Star Cruiser.
You might as well just send your unemployment checks to the Evil Ewok podcast at this point. I mean, what are you doing here, man? God damn.
What's the next topic?
What are we talking about?
He used the Force to retain his meat on Mustafar.
Oh, Jesus.
That's something that no one knows. Oh, I mean, it's okay. This is an X-rated podcast now because Fast X is out. Figured I should check out the Titanic. Maybe Master Alex can hire you. Fat chance. Unless I need a rock stacker behind me during the live stream, that could be a thing.
I keep thinking you're saying. Never mind. I can't.
Rock stacker.
Now I'm becoming inappropriate.
Like? Oh my god! No, you have to say now.
To you.
Okay.
No.
Okay, you text it to me and I'll say it out loud. Kat doesn't want to say it out loud.
It's not even that bad.
She doesn't want to be dirty.
This is a PG stream.
We never. It's an R-rated stream when I feel like it. Really? That sounds like that? Rockstacker?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
I like how you even had to like add the. I knew what you were talking about. I know what you were talking about, champ. I get it.
Goodness.
I get it. Damn, that's actually darker than I thought you were gonna go.
Hence why I didn't want to say it. Somebody here has to maintain the family friendly.
If you guys want to hear what she texted me, be sure to subscribe to the Evil Ewok podcast for exclusive insights.
Join the channel.
Join the Discord link. If you want to know what Kat just texted me, be sure to drop in the Discord. I'll be showing a screenshot of proof, not clickbait.
God. Goodness. What is our next topic? Who has the docket? We don't know.
Alex has the docket.
Rey plot leak, which is probably not true, but we're going to talk about it anyway because everyone likes to clickbait the shit. So we're going to do it too.
Oh, goodness. This is all news to me. I saw someone dispelling. Is that the proper verb? I saw someone shutting this down on Twitter saying, "Don't give any credence to it, but let's go for it anyway." Because I don't know what even got leaked.
Well, the funny
to
thing,
shreds.
the funny thing about leaks is, even if it is leaked and they ask the person who was leaked about, they're always going to deny it. And this happened twice now, with Lars Mikkelsen and Liam Neeson, and then they both happen to be in it. So it's really
is
like
this a cameo leak? Are we
I
talking
mean,
that
it's
level?
just like plot leaks, right? And it's the same. I mean, in a way, the characters showing up are plot leaks in some ways. So
how is there already even a plot? They just announced that. Keep going. I'm catching
there's
up.
probably nothing to it, but the new Star Wars film is to feature Rey Skywalker as a mentor to 2 young students, and I looked at 3 separate articles, and it goes in between them saying that it's going to be that she trains an entire order of only females, and then I'm like, that's probably not true. That feels like it's forced by some guy who.
Sweet Jesus,
Yeah.
if that was true.
I feel like it's forced, and then there's this article that says they don't know who it is. So I know just based off of that fact that it's loose, and that it's basically just like this is all it is. It's just maybe she'll mentor 2 young students, and then it'll grow from there. But everyone seems to need to add their own political ideology into the haystack,
Of
right?
course.
And whoever hates, what it's basically like whatever political side of the spectrum you fall on, you can easily identify where they fall based off of what the article says, right? If it says I don't know what the gender is, it could be boy or a girl, this is just what it is, then it's probably not going to be skewed one way. But every other article, it says full order of female Jedi, or she's gonna be the only Jedi master to a bunch of younglings who end up turning bad or something. And then it's all over the spectrum at this point. So my only honest opinion on the fact is that if this is true, this is all that they saw, and now they're just kind of trying to spread it out into different sections for clickbait. But so yeah, apparently Rey will start a new order, and she'll train younglings, which is, I feel like it was already implied that she's going to do that. I mean, what else would she do?
I could have guessed that was going to be the plot, like.
Yeah,
that's what we all want to see. Like, keep the Jedi Order going now that she's learned from everyone's possible mistakes in trying to reestablish the Jedi Order. I would hope. Like, let's see how she's gonna handle it, knowing the downfalls of all of her.
Who wears the Lego head? Who's the clickbaiter? Who wears the Lego head?
You're talking about the guy who
Doomcock or someone else?
Yes.
His name's Doomcock.
His name's Doom Penis. Okay. Leia Rose.
What's up, Leia?
What up?
Didn't say hi to me.
She thought you're Charlie.
No.
Yeah.
Charlie is Charlie.
Colin. Wait, which Colin is this? Is this
One of
Colin?
them.
One of them. There's
W18.
2 Collins now. Just like we had 2 Fulcrums, now we have 2 Collins.
There can only be one.
We must kill one of you. Well, Colin hasn't been here in a little while. Actually, I miss him a little bit, to be honest.
I know.
What up, A21? What up, dude?
What up?
Yeah, not enough fucking likes. Go like this shit.
Whoa, dude, chill.
Whoa.
You can't
Like
intimidate them.
No.
Everybody,
scare them.
excuse my friend here. Please like our
Like
stream.
the goddamn stream.
He gets a little belligerent at night.
After about 30 minutes, I just start cursing. So if you don't like the stream before that, you're gonna get the gauntlet. I'm just warning you.
The gauntlet.
It's gonna get worse.
You have a medieval gauntlet that you're gonna hit people with?
Hell yeah. Never ends.
Oh my gosh. Sorry,
this is
you just
getting out of hand. No, there are 2 of them.
Wait, that's
Hopefully Rey gives her students the same training she got, which is swinging her lightsaber through a rock.
Oh, Fulcrum, we love you.
I've missed his biting wit.
His little witty statements always get me through the day.
Great, Alex. He's gonna tell mom now.
Don't
Good
tell
job.
your mom. God, narc.
Your mother.
No, you should say, "Watch your motherfucking language, bitch." That's what you're
Oh
supposed to
my
say.
What is
Alex is going
happening?
off the deep end.
I'll watch it if they bring in Yuja and Vong. Oh,
yeah, that would be cool. They just need to straight up draw from Legends. Like it doesn't need to be 100% faithful because Legends is kind of a mess. But they need to start doing it more heavily because the sequels weren't good, man. They should have just used some of the source material that already existed.
yeah, I agree. Alice is like, it's mother loving. Alice is the mother of this chat, so I agree. I will now go back to the light side. I apologize.
We're all mother lovers.
Mother lover. She's going to use her lightsaber staff. Yes. And she's also not going to say that. Do you think she's going to identify as a Skywalker? That's going to be really interesting.
Yes, I do.
1,000%. If I had to bet money on one thing, it would be that.
What would the odds be though if she doesn't? Like, what would it be like a 5 to 1?
No, they're going to be calling her Master Skywalker. Like, they are actually going to address her as like Master Skywalker.
What if she's like, the Skywalkers aren't as powerful as I am? I'm going to be something else. I'm going to be Rey
Palpwalker.
What if
Palpwalker.
What if they're all just calling her Rey?
Ewok needs to implement this in. Well, I would be the only person.
I cuss occasionally. I cuss.
No, you don't.
I do. I fucking do.
Okay, well, there's one.
Yeah, there's one. Put me on the board.
We should pick a charity like every month and donate our swear jar.
So you mean you would not be donating anything? Yeah.
Hey, if there's charity
online, then it would make it to where Kat isn't authentic. I want to hear
incentive.
I've heard Kat when she's not on stream, and she is a very interesting.
It's so funny.
She has
For
an
those
interesting language.
Who are my people who are my members, and we have our members only streams over on my channel. Like I've made it known. I'm like, I am a fake family friendly persona because when I get in members only streams and it's like more, I let loose a little bit more, and they're probably like, "Oh my god, she curses like a sailor."
Okay,
I'm way more unfiltered over
when
there.
When we hit 20 members on here, we'll have one member only stream, and you guys will get to hear Kat actually be herself. So, if you guys want to become a member, that's what's waiting for you. We just got to hit 20.
Why doesn't she embrace the name Palpatine to show that goodness can come from anywhere? Well, because they didn't think of that. I did think of that back when the movie came out. I said the exact same thing, but they wanted to be all like, "Oh, we wrapped the trilogy in a bow, and now there's a Skywalker."
Listen, Liz. I liked the message. I was not. One of my favorite clips of all time is that video that went viral of the moment she announces Rey Skywalker and the theater like erupts and the people are like, no, I effing hate Star. Like people are leaving.
No,
you will die.
That is like such an over the top reaction, but I'm not gonna lie, I laugh every time I watch it. However, I did not feel anything like that at all, internally or externally. And I do like the message that like everything about Star Wars, they've all come from this special family. Like it's all about, oh, are you in the Skywalker family? And I like that she was essentially an orphan. For me, it was a message of found family, like your adopted family, like your family name is stronger than, a bloodline, So if she wants to be a Skywalker, who the frick would it be after being an orphan for that long, I don't know. I don't think it was... I'm still grappling with why people are so enraged by it. Feel free to disagree. I know you guys do, so let's get into it. Disagree with me.
No. Like I can see where you're coming from. It's just like the idea of an adopted Skywalker is never a thing, right? Because it was all about the bloodline. So it was like it kind of hit us the wrong way, especially based on how they handled her character. It's like, no, that's lame, right? Like the Skywalkers have always been a gnarly, intense bloodline of family only, right? And then those who marry into it, right, they don't take that name, right? And it's just kind of like, I mean, at that point you could say Harrison is a Skywalker, right? But he's not like he's not like that, right?
He's a Ford.
Yeah, he's a Ford. He's
I
not
was
even a
gonna say, who are
solo
you
anymore.
talking about?
No,
But
like
I don't know. Go ahead.
I think that it's for me. It was I'm fine with it, sort of. Like it doesn't piss me off. I'm not enraged. What I don't like is the way it was framed, because I hate in movies and like big franchises do this all the time, where there's like a camera pushes in towards the subject, the music trails off, silence for a few seconds, and then the character delivers a cool line, or like, you know what I mean? Like I hate those moments because it pulls me out of the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching a movie, where it's like, Rey who zooms in, Rey Skywalker. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it was
God.
just, it was very
Ugh.
cringe the way that happened.
So the
It was like,
build up, the setup turned you off.
like
Is
sure,
Yeah.
everyone would love to be a Skywalker, right? I feel like it's, I mean, it's up there with like some of like the greatest people in the world. It's like, yeah, would you want to be a Mandela? Sure, but do you deserve it? No. Like I don't know. It's just it's just like that's just how it hits to me. It's like it's just random and it just happens. It's like, nah.
Do you want to be a Mandela? Sure. Do you deserve it? No.
What's your name? Alex.
Alex
Alex who?
Mandela.
Alex Mandela. I don't
Alex
know.
Gandhi
It
Mandela.
feels like it does feel random to me.
Oh
And
my God.
I don't know. It just doesn't hit, right? And sure, like, you know, the association with Ben and all that is like her wanting to maybe take on all of that because whatever, but it didn't read that way and it felt weak. But Fulcrum's comment about it'd be more meaningful if she embraced Palpatine, me not letting she define it. I'm not necessarily on board with it, but the idea of it would be more on par with today's, I guess, society of not letting the past define your future, right? And moving past your mistakes and being an independent whatever, right? And it's just I didn't hate the idea of her being a Palpatine at first, but then I was kind of just like, okay, well, if it means he's brought back, then that's lame. But her not being a Kenobi made me sad. Her not being a no one made me sad. Her being a Skywalker kind of made me upset, right? And
Yeah.
it's just like there's so many other things that they could have done that made it would have made it feel more like they thought about it rather than just like, let's just slap that on it because it's interesting and it'll make people talk about it. Almost like outrage marketing, if you will. It feels like Disney is doing exactly what the YouTubers are doing just to stir up controversy and get people to go watch stuff, right?
But don't you think, hypothetically, if she had proudly said Rey Palpatine, and that was the last effing word of dialogue in the Skywalker saga, I think on the other side of the coin, so many people would be gutted and pissed by that. Don't
I
you
just
think
think Ben shouldn't have died. Just don't kill Ben.
True.
You would
Yeah.
you would absolutely need some explanation from her, maybe to like she says Rey Palpatine, and then you need someone like, yeah,
Oh.
if Kylo's there with her.
Dude, if Kylo said Ben Skywalker, that would have been better.
But if someone was like, you're going by like you're keeping the name Palpatine, and then she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let old Sheev's deeds define me. I'm gonna turn the name into something people think of like.
It makes her feel strong.
They think of like good when they think of Palpatine. I'm gonna undo what he's done, or like I'm gonna like basically stick it to him through goodness. I think that would have worked. For me it was just the setup. Like I just think it was very manufactured.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a lot like the I am all the Sith and I am all the Jedi, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ, can we not rip off Endgame like 6 months after they did that?
Yeah, that one I did feel
Or at least if you're gonna do that,
viscerally.
let's have all the Jedi there. That would have been cool, right? Let's do what the YouTuber that one time did, editing all of the Jedi behind her, right? So it would make sense that the only reason she beat him is because there were 10 Force ghosts behind her doing it. But even then, it's still kind of contrived and just like, oh, they're just there now because they need to be. I don't know.
Even if she was just like Rey who, and then Rey's just like just Rey, I think that's a better one than saying Rey Skywalker.
She's just like, I don't know yet.
The paperwork's being filed.
I'm no one. She's still like, I'm no one. Yeah, I mean, it is a callback to the I'm no one, right? So I do understand that. And to your point, Kat, like, you do have a point, right? It does make sense, and in the story that they created, it does wrap it up, right? And it does make it look nice, but it's just the way it was done just felt like it was rushed, and there's more thought that needed to be instilled into it to make it more interesting.
So different setup. It could have worked in a way you think that would have been more digestible for the fandom.
Just something different in almost every way in regards to the last two movies, right? I think the first one, if you want to keep the first one in there, sure, but then the next two have a lot of work to do, right? And they just didn't do it. They just kind of kept backtracking, and then they just kind of summed it all up in the last movie. And it's rough. And you giving it a pass because it wrapped it up with a bow is okay. Like, it's not like you're stupid or you're crazy.
I'm glad it's okay.
I'm trying to give you to make you not feel like we're just judging you because you think differently than us, right? And
yeah.
Because your point makes sense. It does. It really does. You how you feel about that makes sense, but how we feel about it
also makes
think it was I don't want it to make it seem like your opinion isn't valid. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, I think it was
nobody's wrong.
Bound to be a point of contention. I mean, as much as I wasn't like,
because you're always saying the good in everything.
Moment, I definitely felt like this is going to be a hot topic. Like, when there's just moments in the movies, especially in the age of like social media and with the fandom, especially, everyone just goes and discusses it like book club online afterwards. Like, there were definitely, I clocked that as I'm going to be reading about this on Twitter later from a lot of angry people probably. So definitely acknowledged the weight that moment had. But I feel like we haven't even discussed this since we've all like gotten back, like Celebration and everything happened, like this announcement. But I don't even know how you guys feel about this Rey movie. Like, are you hopeful for it? Do you think it could? I don't even want to suggest that anything will salvage the fandom at this point, because I think I've just absolutely abandoned that naive ideology.
It just needs to be like it needs to be good, not great. It doesn't even need to be great anymore. It doesn't even need to be incredible. It just needs to be good enough for us to be. Well, no, I'm not even talking about Rey. I'm just talking about like the progression of the franchise now. Like we've lowered our bar pretty dramatically to the point to where we're putting all of our faith. It wasn't Kenobi, right? And now it's all in Ahsoka, right? And now it's going to be like, what's going to happen after that? Like, if Ahsoka isn't incredible, or at least, well, not incredible, if it's not at least good enough to make us excited about where the franchise is going, then there's a lot to be worried about, at least from a Disney's perspective, because their stock plummeted, right?
Ahsoka has to be an 8 out of 10 or above. I don't think it can be average at this
I think
rate.
if it's like a 7, it doesn't have to. It can't be a 6, but I think if it's like around a 7 or an 8,
it has to be better than Kenobi. It has to be better than Mando season 3 in my book. Like, it has to be.
Well, yeah. I feel like that's good. Like, those two were bad, right? And good is like, higher than bad, at least the last time I checked. Right? Was Anakin's junk chopped off or not?
Oh my god!
I think it was definitely burned up. I don't think it got chopped off.
I think he really valued those assets. So I think he used the Force and retained them just for his own masculinity. Because at the end of the day, how the hell are you going to go hunt down Jedi still and be like a powerful force in the galaxy without junk?
Should we go to like instant replay and see if we can figure this out? I feel like if we watch frame by frame, we can determine whether or not Obi-Wan's lightsaber cuts
don't
off.
talk to my mans like that.
His lightsaber did not. Are we talking about if it was dismembered or burned?
No, we're talking. We're talking. No, because he just lost his legs. His junk was very much intact before he got burned.
Yeah, he just lost his legs.
Yeah.
But like then he got
burned off.
But we're asking because he was face down. If you really think about it, because he was face down, was he able to use the Force to retain his junk?
No. I say no.
I don't know. I think we got something. Just the tip. Oh, I love this middle school humor. It's the best thing sometimes. Good is higher than bad.
That's like saying,
"Hey, Captain Rex."
And
no, we got wrong down there.
Oh God.
We gotta give him
a video. A moment long remembered.
It really happened when even Charlie is admitting talking about.
Yeah, well, Charlie
I hate you.
Thanks, Captain Rex.
Oh. You know what I have to say about whenever I see a donation, I go,
Pretty much.
whoa!
Oh, we got a super chat.
We've had some all-time great quotes on this stream tonight. The what's your name? Alex. Alex Mandela. Do you deserve it? Is it what was the quote? You say it again.
I was like, I don't wait. What? When I was referencing,
do you want to be
you want to be a
called-
Mandela? Do you deserve it? Probably not. But
Do you deserve it?
like that.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Wise
remember what I said.
words.
Good is higher than bad.
God.
Not that the Skywalkers are in any way close to Mandela. I was just grabbing a name out of my ass, and I don't know why Nelson Mandela.
A highly respectable name.
He's
I was trying to think
basically the Luke Skywalker of our world.
Yeah. Don't put that evil on me, cat.
I'll
From
be
most of Anakin's
completely,
midichlorians were located.
completely honest though about Ahsoka. I don't know about you guys, but I think Rebels is having a resurgence as everyone is rewatching leading up to Ahsoka. And admittedly, Tom and I, we just finished rewatching it, and I'm seeing similar discourse from people on Twitter being like, "Holy shit! It's like Rebels is even better than I think we all remember / give it credit for." So I now have like double pressure. I'm especially like, okay, Ahsoka. I'm having higher expectations now because not only do you need it for the character's sake, but if it actually truly is going to be a continuation of Rebels, it needs to like.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Kat.
You guys are so effing unserious.
I'm so
If I'm
sorry,
gonna
Kat.
curse on chat, it's gonna be now.
You need to just curse now. Just curse now. No. You're right though.
No,
Continue. You were.
wait,
So you were
I have
saying.
one more thing to say.
Say it.
Obi-Wan walks back into frame. Anakin's like, "Are you here to? Are you here to finish me off?" And Obi-Wan's like, "Oh no!" He just cuts.
And he's like, and then he's like, no. He says, "You're gonna finish me off." He's like, "Which one?" He's like,
Which
"What?" And then he's like, "Oh no."
Oh no! He just he uses a Scottish
my
accent for no reason.
Dude, there's gonna be a point now to where everyone who doesn't know what we're talking about needs to learn what we're talking
You
about.
gotta
It's gonna be a
know.
constant reference forever.
We need to put it in the intro. That's what we need to do.
I'll grab that
smart.
moment where I'm talking about
That's-
Obi-Wan.
it's
You remember
just-
which stream that was from? I gotta grab that too. God,
I think that was our first stream back
We've talked about it
a couple
several
weeks
times.
ago. Well, that's true because you had to tell the story twice because I wasn't here. Whoa!
I hope they don't ruin Thrawn. Imagine if they have a Baby Yoda defeat him. Well, you know what I have to say about that.
God.
Thank you, Ollie2567 or Ali. I don't know which one you.
I hope they don't ruin Thrawn after
Ali.
they have a Baby Yoda defeat him.
That's the
Yeah,
Thrawn. I
yeah.
forgot about him.
Thrawn has to die, doesn't he?
I really don't want him to.
No.
Yeah, I feel like he has to die, and that's gonna be so sad.
No.
Because where was he during the sequels? Did he
Imprisoned.
just, like-
He'd make a great prisoner.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be. He's too smart to be imprisoned. I don't know. Oh man, that actually worries me
An
now.
enemy, you must have a sharp shiv. And he's just like giving
To
prisoners-
escape prison, you must have a. He just has like he just talks to the guard himself. He's like, "You think you locked me up here, but actually, I know how to escape." And he's like, "Okay, well now I'm going to just stare at you and make sure you don't escape. To defeat an enemy, you must know him, and I know that you cave to any time I talk about your mother and your
Oh
mother."
my
is-
god.
He's like, "Oh, it's so sad," and then he runs away and then he leaves. Yeah. it's like-
Unbeknownst to you, I have been studying you. That's true. He would just drive. They'd just have to have a rotation of guards because he would just
Yeah,
drive
he would just
them
make
all
everyone
insane.
cry.
Yeah.
Hey, Snips. Force Ghost Anakin do Ahsoka.
Ugh.
Will we see that?
Frick! Oh my god, I forgot about all those rumors. We
Oh.
better. We
Yeah,
effing
because we didn't
better.
see it in Rebels. It was a force trick, or it was her imagination. It wasn't actually him.
Yeah.
So
Give her that closure.
oh,
Give
it
her
would.
that.
I can understand why a lot of people would be mad though, because then it's not Ashley reacting. right? Or it's not Ashley's voice.
Oh,
So they'd feel like a disconnect. A lot of people are upset about that. I'm not particularly. I'm kind of indifferent about it. A lot of people are upset about Ashley not being associated with live action Ahsoka.
I understand it, but it is what it is. I still want to see it though, because it would mean more Hayden, first of all, and like Kat said, we need the closure. We that's one of like the last things from like Anakin's story that we haven't had wrapped up. It's kind of that. I really wanted to see Mark Hamill and Hayden in a scene together in the sequels. I wanted that so badly, and we didn't get it. But I would just say, yeah, like they need to use Hayden as a Force ghost. Because
he was already there. Just have him go over into this other volume next door and do it real quick.
You can literally do it anywhere. Like he's a Force ghost. He could be on green screen. He could be on whatever. Like it's so easy.
Whatever is the worst decision is what will happen in the show.
Oh no!
Wait, why did I clip? Oh, I meant to grab this. What's Batcat?
Remember that clip from the previews you were showing of me cracking up about my gameplay in Arkham Knight? That's what I was trying to say. Remember when I was playing Arkham Knight?
Oh yeah, and I had that in there too, but I'm like, I feel like it's better if we just don't understand.
Yes, but you have no clue what I'm saying. I briefly attempted to play Arkham Knight in honor of when the Batman came out. Was that last year? I can't even keep track. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. And I don't know if y'all have played it, but when I got behind the wheel of the Batmobile, I destroyed the town of Gotham beyond the point of repair.
You don't drive, so this try.
So you're not a vigilante. You're just a villain.
Actually, and I quit the game. I was just so enraged. So that's why they call me Batcat now. But
Batman doesn't murder people, but he does manslaughter them with his car.
Batman doesn't kill people. The Batmobile kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Batcat kills people. He's like, Batman's like, what is that? It's like, it's Batcat. It's like, oh shit.
Batcat made me do it. The recent comics show us that Darth Vader knew about Exegol. Why didn't he inform Luke? It's just so stupid. I agree. It's like
time. He was dying.
No, he knew about Exegol. Like, I guess. I mean, he could have informed him about it as a Force ghost, right?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I hate Exegol. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, because it has the leader of the Sith, or the origin of the Sith, right? Is that
it used to be dude? Korriban. The Korriban was like the
with
Sith
the awesome ass pyramids. And
yes.
Have you gone into the script at all about the fan film?
No, I'm gonna start reading it this weekend. I've just been swamped at work.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, dude, we're bringing back Korriban, so it's like
Korriban's sick. Exegol's stupid.
Yeah, 100%. I will send you a clip of Batcat leaves Gordon to die. Okay.
He is in purgatory where I left him. He will never be saved.
I really think it would be a fun stream to do. Like, we just watch Kat play through something, and every time she dies, we spin the wheel and something bad happens to one of us.
Yeah, like we just have a normal stream, but Kat's gaming.
Yeah. And we have no control over it. It's just if Kat dies or not. It's that way we're all invested in not wanting her to die.
We're gonna need to have a lot of backup options for punishments for what y'all would have to do. Like, I die a lot. I die for sport.
One of the punishments is you have to shave your head, and then you're like, oh, I'll never do that. It's like I don't even have a razor. It's like, oh, well, looks like my Amazon package just arrived at your house, so you gotta go grab it. My God. And Tom goes and grabs it. I'm like, that's my boy. Oh, he's here.
Tom appears out of nowhere.
Grand Moff Tomkin.
There he is. Elden Ring fists only. Yeah, Kat would. Oh my God, Elden Ring. You would, if you think Arkham Knight is hard, you would. I can't even imagine you playing
Or
Elden
Cat
Ring.
playing StarCraft.
I thought about it for like entertainment purposes only, because all I had been hearing about was this game driving people absolutely to the brink of insanity with how difficult the boss fights are. And I was like, I literally just very innocently, casually said to Tom once, like, do you think I should just stream Elden Ring as a joke?
No.
And even that he was like, no,
No.
do not. So,
I fought like Elden Ring has the boss that I literally fought this boss for probably 8 hours. It took me 2 sessions to beat him. That was pain.
is there
Imagine how
different
many deaths-
difficulties?
No.
Oh, frick. See, that's
would
what it
be
would be
s-
fun. Like, how,
That would be
even
so
just
great.
trying it.
Oh,
how
each time
far
she
can
dies,
I-
we spin the wheel, and it's just like she just starts losing her consciousness and what she's even doing after like 2 hours. She just doesn't even know where she is because of all the terrible shit from the wheel that just unveiled on her. That'd be, or even I just play something too. Like we could do something like that too, and I'll just like,
Yeah.
oh,
We need to do something cross-platform where we all
Yeah.
play.
if we could do something on PC, that'd be fun. But
If
Kat has a
only we
Mac,
all
so
had
she can't.
PCs.
Mm.
Yeah, tell Tom to get you a PC. Tom, get her a PC.
And we could all play Diablo.
Then we could all
4.
play. Then we could all play something, and it'll be fun. It's a business expense, so you can write it off later.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
That's actually, you're onto something.
Yeah, Sekiro would also anything Souls like would be hell for Cat. Like
Or I can teach you guys how to play StarCraft at a high level.
Oh my god.
I can teach you to be Korean.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we show kids from Narnia were the founders of Hogwarts.
Ooh.
You know what? I like Narnia. I really liked those movies when I was younger.
I never actually finished them.
I didn't watch. I watched. Is there anything after Prince Caspian?
Yes.
There's one more. I don't really remember that one too well.
I just saw Prince Caspian and see after that.
Cat plays the Gollum game.
Y'all, I wanted to. I was disappointed by the reviews.
What would be?
it
Oh,
was
we should play
getting.
Mario Kart.
Oh my god, no. Anything where I have to drive, that is unfair.
Oh, you should see. Oh my god. So at the old house, Amanda would play Mario Kart with us, right? And she for like about an hour and a half, she was just every single time she pressed the gas, she would just fall off, right?
No.
Every single time she'd fall off somewhere and die. And then we're just like, what is wrong with you? Just like keep it steady. And she's like, okay. And then I realized she was holding it backwards, like inverted. So every time she turned right, it was going left. And then she was like, was trying to like level it out. So the entire time she kept falling off the entire without realizing. And I was like, no, it's like it was just inverted the whole time. She's like, I don't know what that means. It's like, well, when you're going right, it should go right. And when you're going left, it should go left. And she's like, oh.
She was doing the method like the Lightning McQueen method. You gotta you gotta turn right to go left or whatever.
It was just it was so funny. And I can only imagine as all three of us if we were to play. And so we'd be like, if Kat gets first place, me and Zach have to like do like 40 push-ups or some shit, right?
Oh,
it would just be like it would be like so funny, right? And because Kat's never gonna get first place. So it would have to be like one of those things where it's like if we fuck up, or if Kat beats us, right? If Kat beats us in placing, something bad happens, and we just have to think about that. I think that's where a Fulcrum and all of you guys come in the DMs to give us ideas for like what we need to do.
Punishments.
Yeah, we're gluttons of punishments.
Do you want to do a few trivia questions to top this thing off?
Okay, let's do best of 5, and then we'll close out.
All right. It took me a long time to find ones that weren't really easy. So these ones will be multiple choice. They're not too bad, but
how's this going to
Google
work?
search really quick.
I'm just gonna read them to you.
First to answer wins. Is that what happens? Or do we each get a separate question?
I think. Yeah. So let's see. How could we do? We could do it like you each get 5 different ones, and then whoever gets the most wins. You want to do it that way?
I'm down.
Okay. All right, Alex, you'll go
what are the
first.
rules?
You're getting 5 questions. You answer them all. And then Kat gets 5 questions. She answers them all. And then whoever has the highest score wins. I'll try to keep them the same difficulty.
Adjust your judgment.
Okay. Alex, your first question. What is the first picture Anakin guesses when he is being tested by the Jedi High Council? Is it A, a pod racer, B, a ship, C, a speeder, or D, a cup? Chat, no spoilers if you know.
What was the ship?
B.
I'll say B.
You are correct. Oh, yeah, that one was a little tough.
That's kind of tough out of the gate. I was like, oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. In Attack of the Clones, who does Anakin first see to find out where his mother is? Is it A, Sebulba, B, Jabba the Hutt, C, C-3PO, and D, Watto?
Watto.
That is correct.
Cat was like, fuck you.
Easy.
You'll get easy ones too. Okay, that one's too easy. That one's too easy. That one's too easy. Oh my god, these are ridiculous.
These are like people who've seen the movie one time.
Exactly. They're too easy. I'm sorry. This is.
Are you using ChatGPT or what are you using?
No, I'm just using like quiz questions. Like I just searched like Star Wars trivia questions. That's too easy. Okay, this one. Nah. Okay, this one's fine. All right. Your question 3. Which of the following things does Yoda not say to Luke in The Empire Strikes Back? A, slimy, mudhole, my home this is. B, you must unlearn what you have learned. C, told you he did, unexpected this is, and unfortunate. Or D, wars not make one great.
C.
Correct. Alex is on fire. All right.
Dildo. Jesus. No edit book reviews. Dirty boy. Dirty.
Piece
Number
of
4. I'm not
Later,
showing
Fulcrum.
favoritism, Serena. These are just too, like, most of them are too easy.
Imagine Zach. Imagine Kat gets like 5 impossible ones that you don't even know.
That's what I'm preparing for. Kissed your sister. You did.
Yeah.
You know what? For the last 2, for the last 2, I'm gonna do ChatGPT. I'm gonna tell it to generate hard ones.
Oh God.
Because
no, I'm scared.
This is too easy. All right. Generate 2 very hard Star Wars
Oh my God.
trivia questions.
Make that 4 because we gotta keep it fair. If Alex is doing very hard ones.
I also need the answers because these ones are hard. Okay. These are too hard. These are too hard for you, Alex. I don't
Try
even know
it.
these. They're too hard. He's not gonna get them.
Have some faith.
All right. I mean, he's for sure not gonna get them. Alex, it's your choice. Do you want me to give you these ones or
Pick one from there and then
Okay.
pick one easier one.
Okay. Give me one last hard one with the answer to. Oh my God, that one's way too easy. Make it harder. All right, we'll start with a really, really hard one. In Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, during the Battle of Endor, the rebel ship that managed to destroy the Super Star Destroyer Executor was what kind of ship? Was it an X-Wing, an A-Wing, the Millennium Falcon, or a B-Wing?
hard. That is hard. That is
Oh,
hard.
it's between two of them. Oh shit. A-wing.
You got it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, and your
Wow,
last
you did
one.
that almost the same way you did it in the video.
It's almost
Holy
like she's the
shit.
same person.
Are you the same
can-
person right here?
Like,
Oh, God.
All right, your last question. You've got 100% so far. In Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, what was the identification number of the stormtrooper who discovered the open maintenance hatch on the Millennium Falcon during the pursuit on Hoth?
That was even harder. That's supposed to be easier.
Wait, can you repeat that question?
This isn't even Empire Strikes Back. This is A New Hope. Yeah, okay. So in A New Hope, what was the identification number of the stormtrooper who discovered the open maintenance hatch?
Oh, fuck.
So your choices are going to be
Oh.
A, TK421, B, TK481, C, TK241, or D, 2K645.
TK421.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the F?
Kat, you can do this. You can tie them.
So just give
that
her
was
2 hard ones and 3 easy ones.
that was exponentially harder, I feel like, than even the previous hard ones. So sheesh.
It's
Who
all
got
it's
this?
all memory from the films.
All right, Kat.
Oh, God.
All right, Kat. Let's see what would be fair here. I would
Do I-
say Alex's first one wasn't like that easy. It was
It was obscure though. It was
Yeah.
out there.
all right. Number 1 for you, Kat. In Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, what is the name of the pod race Anakin races in? Is it A, the Bunta Eve Classic? Is it B, Tatooine Annual Pod Race? Is it C, Moisture Farmers Invitational? Or is it D, the Mos Eisley 500?
I'm gonna pray it's A. Boonta
It is.
Eve.
It is A. You got it.
Imagine it was like Moisture Farmers Invitational.
All right. Number 2. Who is Lando Calrissian's co-pilot on the Millennium Falcon in the attack on the new Death Star? Is it A, Nien Nunb? Is it B, Lobot? Is it C, Chewbacca? Or is it D, R2-D2?
Oh, my gut is saying Nien Nunb.
It is Nien
Oh,
Nunb.
thank Jesus. Thank Jesus.
It's getting we should have okay, so we should do like one stream is dedicated to just trivia, but we should have one where you can eliminate 2 options and then that's the only thing we get for next time. That'd be
Ooh.
fun. Yeah, where you eliminate 2 of the options. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, so that's 2. Kat's gotten them all. Okay, let's go sequels. Who was the former owner of DO, the droid BB-8 reactivates on Pasana? Was it Snoke? Was it Ochi? Was it Kylo Ren? Or was it Emperor Palpatine?
Ochi.
It was Ochi.
Ochi.
All right.
Okay.
Ochi. It's Mochi. All right, so now we go to ChatGPT.
Oh, F. Ow! Hit me with some more sequel questions, though. That was surprising.
That's like I've watched those like 3 times today.
She has the inherent advantage because Alex and I would never watch those. Okay, this is a good one.
Oh God.
I really like this question.
So now it's 2 hard ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pray for me, everybody.
All right. Number 4. Okay, I'm letting it do its thing. Okay, in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, what were the names of the 4 Jedi Masters who confronted Chancellor Palpatine in an attempt to arrest him? I'm going to give you multiple choice in a second. I just need it to generate.
F me. I have notes I'm literally writing down.
You're in trivia. You're allowed to curse, so you can say
You're allowed to curse.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible. I'm just gonna do it myself then. Okay.
Oh.
So you're because the multiple choice answers were way too obvious. Like you would know for sure. Okay. Was it okay, is it A, Mace Windu, Rael Avaros? I'm trying to think of other Jedi. Aayla Secura and Depe Billaba. Was it B, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Ram Koda, and Agent Kolar? Was it C, Saisi Tin, Mace Windu, Agent Kolar, and Kit Fisto? Or was it D, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Kakruk, Agent Kolar? And was that 4? Did I say 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you repeat B?
B, I don't even remember.
No.
I think it was Mace Windu.
Mace Fisto, Kit Fisto, Agent something.
I think it was Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Agent Kolar, and I think I said it was Aayla Secura. Was that B?
No, she was an A.
No, that was A.
Depe Billaba. I said Depe Billaba.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in B? She was in Team B?
I think so. I'm sorry. I'm just making this up on the spot because it gave me such terrible answers.
If she was, then how are we gonna know if I guessed the right one? If Aayla Secura, I know she was in A. If Depa Billaba was in B, then A and B are definitely not correct. So it's either C or D.
Yep. Do you want me to narrow? Do you want me to read those? I remember those.
Yes.
Okay,
please.
so C was Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Agent Kolar, and Sassy Tin, and D was Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Kakruk, and Agent Kolar.
Oh. My gut is telling me. Kit Fisto was in both of these, correct?
Correct. It's basically they're all the same except C is Sassy Tin and D is Kakruk.
Oh, F me. I'm going to go with my gut. I don't think it's leading me right. C.
You got it. It is.
Oh, fuck.
Sassy Tin.
Damn it.
He's the one with the.
I thought we had her.
Thank you.
He's the one with the horns. Okay. Let's see.
Sweet Jesus.
I would have said C too.
That was a lot.
That one's way too easy. Give me another hard Star Wars. It was asking, like, what are the most common lightsaber crystal colors?
Come on, chat. GBG.
Let's see. That's also too easy. Make it harder.
I was gonna say, I feel like Alex's final question was harder even than the fourth difficult question. So
yeah,
we're going for fairness. Feel free to
give me a very hard Star Wars. I keep telling it to give me very hard, and then it's like, who destroyed the Death Star?
Oh my god.
Harrison Ford.
Okay. This is the other one that it tried to give. Oh, wait. Give me the answer. This is a decent one.
We could probably do this ahead of time. And 10 really good questions.
We would have to do. Yeah, we didn't prep for this at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this would be sick.
This one is. I like. It's easy, but it's hard. Like it depends. Okay. In the Star Wars expanded universe, Legends. What was the name of the ancient Sith Lord who founded the Sith Empire? That's not really true, but established the rule of two. Was it A, Darth Bane? Was it B, Darth Revan? Was it C, Darth Krayt? Or was it D, Darth Nihilus?
fudge. All right. The fact that you said it's easy, but it's partially not, it's psyching me out because my gut instinct immediately responded to one of them, but now I'm like, but is it that easy? F.
Charlie says you know it.
I know. Ugh.
The professionalism of this show. Yeah, we'll be more prepared next time. I swear.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, if we're all feeling like it's easy, I'm gonna look real stupid if I get this wrong. Here I am saying it's easy. Darth Bane.
It's correct.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck.
We're tied. We have to do
Okay,
a
we need a
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker
So
now.
here's
No,
what we're
we
gonna
can't
do.
both just be good.
No, that's not how life works, Kat.
No.
So here's the tiebreaker. I'm gonna have it give me a Star Wars quote, and we're just gonna
Ooh.
go until one of you's wrong.
Say
I
who
guess.
said it. Oh,
Yeah.
flip. Now this is gonna be tricky.
Okay. Give me.
Yeah, Kat, you cheated.
How? If everyone thinks I'm looking at my phone, I was looking at my
Wait,
notes.
wait.
Okay.
But yeah, Andrew, the point is, we're not the best at trivia sometimes. So that's yeah.
Okay. All right. Kat, you're just gonna go again.
Okay.
So, who said this quote? Your focus determines your reality. Is it A, Qui-Gon Jinn? Is it B, Obi-Wan Kenobi? Is it C, Thrawn? Or is it D, Count Dooku?
Give it to my man's A, Qui-Gon Jinn.
It is your man's A, Qui-Gon
Damn
Jinn.
it. Damn
Yeah.
All
it.
right,
Okay.
Alex.
I was so ready to steal that one.
Yeah, I think we should do the stealing mechanic.
I'm
So
nervous.
if-
I like
that
to
one's
steal.
easy. Make it more obscure. That one's way
Faster,
too
more intense.
I mean, obscure Star Wars quote. Come on, ChatGPT. We don't have time for this. It's thinking. Give me an obscure Star Wars quote. I'm not familiar with this one.
Oh, flip. If Zach doesn't know it.
Oh, it just made something up. God damn it, ChatGPT. Give me a Star Wars quote that is somewhat
Unknown.
obscure.
Or yeah.
Someone-
Oh, God damn it.
You probably say, give me a Star Wars quote from the prequel trilogy or something. But like, I don't know. How would you prompt it?
I'm just gonna look at the internet real quick. That one's easy. That one's easy. Okay, here's a good one. All right, Alex. Who says you can't stop the change any more than you can stop the suns from setting? Is it Shmi Skywalker A? Is it Qui-Gon Jinn B? Is it Watto C? Or is it Kanan D?
Shmi Skywalker.
That's correct. That's correct. All right, Kat. We've all seen the Star Wars movies so often.
Come on, Kat. You need to fail here so I can take it from you. I need to take this first one. I need to get
We're
ahead.
going into overtime, folks.
Give me a harder one. Okay. All right, Cap. This one's from the sequels. I will give you that.
Okay.
Who says hope is not lost today? It is found. Is it A, General Leia Organa? Is it B, Luke Skywalker? Is it C, Vice Admiral Haldo? Or is it D, Han Solo?
Hope is not lost today. It is found. Flip me. My inclination is telling me. But that doesn't sound like something that characters would say. Hope is not lost today. It is found. Hope is not lost today. It is found. Options were Leia, Luke, Haldo. Han Solo.
Yep.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna. Hope it's not lost that I just found. Flip me.
Chat wants you to curse, Cat.
F. I don't think this is right. Hope is not lost today. It is found. Vice Admiral Holdo.
That's correct.
Thank
Oh my
God.
God.
Thank God.
Damn it!
All right, Alex, you get a sequels quote now.
I want to steal that.
Give me another sort of sequels quote.
This should be fun. Can't just curse already.
Chat GPT is thinking very hard. We're in like triple overtime. No questions from the sequel trilogy. It's outrageous. It's unfair.
Zach.
Oh, Zach's here at the
Joining
tail
in
end,
at the very end.
standing between the brawl of of Alex and Kat. We're fighting to the death. Only one escapes alive.
Mr. Fett, what makes you think I'm cheating? The fact that it's taking me so long to answer.
All right, Alex.
He's like,
who
oh gosh, I
says-
don't know. Let me look at my phone. Oh gosh, now I know.
Who says hope is like the sun? If you only believe in it when you can see it, you'll never make it through the night. Is it A, Yoda? Is it B, Luke Skywalker? Is it C, Rose? Or is it D, Leia Organa?
Oh my god. It's either C or D. Oh shit. Rose?
It's not Rose.
It's D.
It is D. Cat wins the trivia battle. Oh no.
Alex.
Alex. To bring a throwback to that was so funny when you did that.
I know.
What
right?
was it about? Like,
I
why did you
can't-
you
I
were
think he
so
said
exasperated with him?
something. I
You're like,
don't know.
Alex.
He made some sort of dark humor joke, I think, and I was like, Alex. Dang, I can't remember.
All right. Well, he lost very gracefully, as you can see. Kat is our reigning champion. Tune in next week for another Evil Ewok podcast. We'll do this again. We'll be more prepared, I promise. But
Thank you to Zach, our great questionnaire
yes.
host.
Thank you. Yep. I am the best since Trebek. But have a good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next one later.
Bye, guys. Oh, are we still going? I think we are. And here's the problem. I don't think I have control. Well, hello, everybody. Wait, are we still live? We are. Okay, what's going on?
It was I hit leave and podcast. So
thank God you came back because I don't know
No.
if I have the ability to end the stream. So I was like,
Yeah.
what do we do?
I should have just left. That would have been funny. All right. Now, goodbye, everybody.